How you doing? My name is Alexander Kidos, and I'm here to talk about why alternative energy is for you. Have you ever got an electric bill and said, how much more expensive is this going to get? Or have you ever been at home and hoped that your next power bill wasn't over $150? Did you know that Americans are faced with power bills going up 2.6% annually in the last 5 years, as stated by the U.S. Department of Energy? I knew there were other options, but really thought they were for the rich to save on, and not for regular people like us. I set out looking for ways to save money, and found my answer with alternative energy. I could not believe the options that were out there were solar, wind, and hydropower. They could save me money, and also made me feel that I was doing something for the world by lowering pollution. The first option I came across is solar power. We've all heard of it, and many of us have seen it being used on the side of highways or even to power government buildings. The sun actually gives us 1,000 square feet of energy, and most of that is wasted. Solar power is absorbed through solar panels, which are converted to power that we can use. Some would argue that solar power is too expensive, or that when there is no sun, you still have to use the power grid. I checked to find out that they would cost $30,000 fully installed, as stated by the wholesalesolar.com, which does this every day for homes over 2,000 square feet or more. A way to also get this money back is that the U.S. government does give you 30% tax credit on the cost of installing them, and if you're handy, you can actually install them yourself, which turns out actually not to be any harder than actually installing a fence. This could also greatly reduce your costs. The second option we have is wind power. Right now, the United States uses 20% of the world's wind power, as stated by the American Wind Energy Association. This works as simple as wind turning blades on a turbine to create electricity, and Tennessee has been using them for power since 2000 in Oak Ridge. There are problems that can arise with wind power when there is no wind. They could cause noise and may kill bats and birds that are attracted to the sound. Some people also believe them to also be expensive. New technology wind turbines has lowered the sound of them to the point where they sound like wind flowing through leaves. There are new designs available that have no reports of ever harming any bats or birds. The cost also for wind turbines have gone down to $11,000 or more depending on the wind flow in your area. And this is to power at least a home of 2,000 square feet. As stated by Jeff from saferwholesales.com, who installs them for a living. The new designs are more efficient and also come with backup batteries. Homeowners also receive 30% tax credit for their setup, just like solar panels. The last option I ran into is hydropower, and 24% of the world's energy comes from hydropower plants. We all know or heard of these dams that simply put turbines in the river's path so they can rotate and create energy. The only negative view of hydropowers is the impact they may have on fish or the environment. And of course, homeowners have to have a river or stream near them for this. Since this is the only to power your home, it may also have zero effect on the environment if set up correctly, and out of all the choices is also the cheapest. The cost of a system can be around $1,000 to $20,000, and with the larger amount being able to power 2 or more modern homes. The first thing a homeowner must have for this to work is a river or stream that flows at least 2 gallons of water per minute. But of course, you have to be the lucky one to have constant water flow by your home in the first place. Now, what I want you to take away from this is that it would not only save you money, but also increase the value of your home, since it adds to the desire for buyers. You don't even have to give up your local power company and can be as a backup plan to your alternative energy. This would also save you money on backup batteries. The great thing about all 3 options is no matter which option you use, any unused energy could actually be sold right back to your power company. If you're handy, you would save on the setup cost to begin with. And the most important thing is that you are making a huge difference in the world by reducing pollution in our world. Thank you.